Hello and welcome back to Jazzgrass Gaming.
So let me tell you about this disgusting
shit
video I saw the
story.
other day. Oh, by the way, I'm Brian, joined by Dennis.
Yes.
There was this video, and it was just like a shot of like a toilet, and then it sort of panned over to the left, and it was this little wall because there was no door on at this toilet. By the way, it was really weird. It was in like this hallway type of deal,
Yeah.
and around the corner of the wall, you could just see like gripping marks
Oh.
of someone just white knuckling the wall while having the worst shit.
Just fingerprints
how
like
are
dug
you
into
living?
the
How are you living when you have that kind of shit? I'll be honest, Dennis. I don't.
gas
don't-
station snackies, Brian.
Because it's like, well, I've never had a shit where I felt the need to grip something with all my might.
Been there, done that.
Oh man, I'm just peeling peanuts right
Hello?
now. In case anybody's wondering what the fuck I'm up to.
I'm in the parking spot. Can I rest? We have to be parallel parked?
Fuck yeah, get that nut in my mouth. Huh?
Get the nut.
So, what are you doing? Looking for a place to sleep or something?
Yeah, this should be a place to sleep.
Chat is currently unavailable.
Yeah, I noticed. Let's see.
So,
Oh, maybe it's the side.
sorry for getting all quiet. I was really fucking munching on these motherfuckers.
You,
So
you
these
got him.
I don't know. These are these kind of peanuts that you have to peel.
Penis?
So I'm just peeling these penises.
You gotta get that
I'm like
skin off.
I'm like a rabbi over here. Or an American doctor. Congratulations, it's a boy. Let me get my mutilation tools out.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't really care about that stuff.
I mean, they came from a deserty place, so
It
they
is
don't want to
always
get the
funny,
sand in
though.
between their fucking, like, foreskin and...
Whenever anybody brings this shit up online, it just immediately turns into a shitstorm. People are very defensive about the state of their penis.
Yep. Understandably so. I mean, you know, it is your penis.
Hey man, mine's a little warmer in winter. It's okay.
No.
It's the only advantage. Mine is a little warmer in winter. I got a little
Ooh.
jumper on it.
This is a nice... Or this one. You want to go from Albania to Greece or from Turkey to Greece?
Well, I don't know. I got some debts with the Albanian mafia.
Alright, we'll go for Turkey, but we have to go for Serbia and Bulgaria, so I hope you're alright there.
Well, don't park in Bulgaria and we'll be fine.
Let's see, what's the...
And don't tell them you're Dutch. Because they're not too pleased with our conduct as of late.
Well.
Well, as of late, I say we've been blocking their entry into the Schengen zone for years.
Look, man.
Maybe if they stop stealing all those cars,
Exactly.
we'll consider it.
I want my rims back.
All right. By the way, there's this abandoned Polo outside my house.
Yeah, it's been there for like a couple of
It
years
was
now.
already there when I moved in. And let me tell you about this Polo. The fucking cops came and they were like, "Oh, let me just take a little sneak peek," and they took some pictures of it and shit. And then they left. Right?
Yeah.
That was months ago.
I guess it's still on somebody's name and they just can't move it.
So they're still just paying taxes on it. So they're just like, "All right, well, fair enough." And they're
Little
just leaving
cash
it.
cow. Let's go.
But I'm just surprised at why anyone would do that, because it's been standing still for so long. It must be, buggered up.
Well, it could be that somebody is dead and like relatives are not around, so they don't know what to do with it. That could be the thing, like the whole legality of like car ownership and shit.
I like this tragic background story you've given the car.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
did
yeah.
they die of? Car accident with someone else's car.
No, like CO2 poisoning or something in the car.
Oh no! No, that can't be it.
And was
the back window's a little bit down.
And it wasn't even like suicide. It's
Wait,
like,
actually, it's down just enough for like a hose to make it in there.
but like that already means that there's like a bunch of water in there.
Yeah.
So it's like moldy and shit.
Well, that's the weird thing. If you look inside, it doesn't look too moldy,
Oh,
which
mate.
doesn't make sense because the window has been slightly ajar for years.
Who knows? Maybe it has like a moisture catcher in there. A real good one, to say the least.
Like a dehumidifier on
Yeah,
steroids.
yeah.
That's the only thing they're doing with the car, just occasionally replacing the dehumidifier.
Exactly. So, Brian, I have one question. When
Yeah.
you like were designing your interior, why
Yeah.
the hell did you think it was useful to put your navigation right in your field of view?
Well, I have a good reason for that.
You want to kill people.
I was half a bottle of vodka deep, and I was laughing it up, and I was like, I originally my friends were like, yeah, put it on like the bottom left of your window, and I did that, and I raged out immediately. I was like, that sucks, and I'm gonna put it right here.
Bottom
because-
left is even worse.
Oh no, it wasn't even worse in the sense of blocking my view. I just couldn't. I kept forgetting to look at it and getting lost and missing my turns and stuff. So I put it in a place where it's a little more difficult to forget
Obvious,
to look
yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I always have like on the right corner or on my dash, like right there. Because it's like least obstructing. Like now, I can't see what's coming
Hey,
from
man,
the
you're
right.
free to move it whenever you want.
I
It's
know,
your
but I
hassle
have to
to
get
deal with.
like to a garage.
Ah,
To call like
Well, I
my.
mean-
I have to
Oh,
call
yeah,
like
we already
the agency. All right, fuck y'all. I'm just moving.
last time we played, the truck was all fucked up, but we fixed it in the meantime. Didn't
Yeah. But I forgot to
we?
fix
Man,
that one thing.
this road trip to Greece sure is something, isn't it?
I mean, it's been like we came from
I am
Switzerland. I think.
annihilating these peanuts right now, dude.
Yeah, you are enjoying them.
Yeah, it's good.
So Friday, I had the best day, dude. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, tell me about your day, dude.
Mate, so I started real early. Had to go to Castricum. We had 2 kitchens there.
Right.
It was like one of those new building projects.
Oh yeah.
But they had to like put the pallets up on a how would you call that? A telehandler. That's how English people call it. Verrijker. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
one of those forklift thingies with a long boom arm.
A forklift for people.
Yeah, for big people. And
people.
that was all fucked up because we had to like maneuver the cabinets and everything just over the railing and make sure it doesn't fall down 2 stories and kill somebody. So
Right.
it was fun. Then after that, I had to go to Castricum again. I had a customer that had a kitchen that had to go up 2 floors
Uh-huh.
over the stairs.
Oh,
And he had one of those long ass fucking countertops.
Oh, I already hate your job.
And I was fucking like Pythagorasing that shit up the fucking stairs, making sure it wouldn't break.
Damn, now I think I was never gonna use it again.
Yeah, right? My fucking teachers were right. They were like, this is gonna come in handy one day.
Oh man.
So yeah, I had to fucking muscle that shit up there.
I will say, so you often send like little Snapchat videos of you doing your job and where
Yeah.
you at and all that. Sometimes you send videos and I'm genuinely worried about your health because it's like I'll just get a video POV of you just in a windowsill with no window in it.
No fall protection,
No
nothing.
fall protection or anything, and he's just near the edge, and it's just like, and it's not like a windowsill that's like half,
Yeah, I can hang on to it. No, it's just open.
It's just like
door.
from floor to ceiling, just open hole, just for him to walk out of.
I know which one you mean. It was in Haarlem, and that was I called our planning, and I yelled at them like for half an hour. I was like, I ain't doing this shit. I will take everything off the moving lift, but we had to take the countertop off, and that one wasn't coming in or out, and I was just pissed off. I was like, I'm not gonna stand on the lift because that was the only way to get it off. So another coworker of mine was like 2 kids and a failed marriage. He did it because he doesn't
He had
value his
nothing to
life.
lose.
Yeah, but I was like, I told him like, hey man, I want to get kids one day, so I'm not doing this shit. And they were like, fair enough.
Hey man. Yeah, but that like when I saw that video, I was like, damn. But also sometimes you're just on a roof
Oh, that was in Amsterdam with the fucking wasps.
Yeah, dude. That shit, you know, that does make me nervous seeing that shit. I mean, I cannot do that. Dude, at my job, I work in a school, and like the middle area of the building is basically open all the way from like the first floor up to the top floor.
Gezondheid.
But what the network guys did, bunch of assholes, they put the access points near like the edges of the mid section where it's like all open. So if I gotta fiddle with the fucking access point, I have to put up a ladder right next to a 50-meter drop. It feels like, more realistically like 10 to 15, but still.
Yeah.
And I have to like, you know, hope to God that I don't fall. And I can't. I have a fear of heights.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
If you have a fear of heights, the
I
job
always refuse.
that I do, you can't. It's
Dude, one
impossible.
time I was with one of the head IT people, walking around my building, doing stuff, whatever. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we gotta replace that access point there." I'm like, "Okay, all right, I'll grab you a ladder." And he was like, "What? You can't? What? You don't want to do it?" I was like, "I'm not climbing up there."
Yep. So one time we had
Fuck yeah.
we had to deliver a kitchen on the 5th floor of like also a building project, apartments. And I was also standing on the roof over the railing.
Right.
But at least they had fall protection. So that was my first like, okay, 3 high. If I fall, maybe I'll make it. No fall protection, I'll take the chance. Fuck it,
Right.
YOLO. But 5 high, ain't doing it.
Nah.
So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And we had a new guy with us, and he was like, I'm not standing there. And I was like, are you sure? It's like, are you afraid of heights? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. Then I'm doing it, and you have to walk everything like, I'll put everything over the railing, and you'll put everything in the rooms where it has to be.
Yeah.
And later I went up to him, and I was like, dude, respect. And he was like, what? I was like, well, that you said that you didn't want to do it. Because some people would be like insecure about it, maybe would talk themselves into it. And I was like, dude, don't do that, because I don't want to stand there with somebody who's gonna like get in a panic.
Yeah, exactly. Who's about to start like heaving, and all
hyperventilating with a fucking cabinet in their hands, and like I can't deal with that.
No.
I gotta have somebody next to me who'll stay cool.
Yeah, you've got a good head on his shoulder.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, dude, thanks. It's because the other guys were like, sure, man, come on. And I even told them, I was like, are you saying no? I'm gonna stand there. Like I was like, I'll fuck it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Alright.
I'm crazy like that. But I was like, I'm not gonna stand there with them. So somebody else of you has to do it. And since you're all trying to bullying him into doing it, one of you is gonna have to do it. Because apparently y'all are also pussies.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, man. Y'all seriously bullying him into it when you fucking don't even have the balls to do it yourself. Like,
But yeah, Friday, I was doing that fucking job with like the fucking stairs and shit. And I was pissed off and sweating balls. And then planning was like, hey, mentally prepare yourself when you get back to the business, to the warehouse. You probably have to go get a van and go all the way to Eindhoven, because some colleagues of yours are stranded there because their truck is broken. The transmission was. It wouldn't go out of the 6th gear.
Oh.
So, and they were in a residential place.
Oh,
so
no.
I don't know if you ever like driven with somebody who has their car in too high gear. It starts stuttering and shit.
Mm-hmm.
In a truck that everything is moving. Your feelings are gonna rail out.
Oh God.
So I was like, God damn it. But in the end, they were like, okay, no, never mind. You still go with the van, with your truck driver. Just follow him, do the kitchen in Almere.
Yeah.
And then go to Bunnik and pick the guys up, because one of them was going to go there and their freight was overtaken. So I was like, all right. And then later they were like, I called them. I was like, all right, I'm done. Do I have to go to Bunnik? And they were like, no, go to Amersfoort with your own guy. And then we'll see you later. I was like,
everybody
okay,
watching
cool.
has just lost you at all these Dutch names you've thrown around.
It's just position names. They can suck my dick. I don't know where fucking Oregon is, and Americans are talking about it, so fuck them. So
you don't even know what Oregon is, bro?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm in Amersfoort, and then we're like, okay, you know what? The freight's already overtaken. You can go to the garage where we bring the truck, and you have to bring the truck driver back to
Right.
to the warehouse. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know he was just about to be picked up in fucking Eindhoven. Enschede, I mean. So that was a 2-hour drive for him. So I came there at the garage, and I was like, oh, this is gonna take another 2 hours. So I just rolled up my jacket. I was in like one of those box fans, you know, a Sprinter fan.
Yeah.
Put it against the door, put my feet up, lock the doors, in case somebody opens the door and I fucking fall out, you know, because I was like, I would do that. That's funny. if I saw my
his fucking neck.
if I saw my coworker doing that, I'd do that. So I locked my door and I was like, all right, I'll just watch some YouTube, maybe take a nap.
Nice.
And I was already working on overtime, so I fucking didn't mind. Free money, baby.
Oh my god, dude, that's ridiculous.
So that truck driver finally shows up and it was like, dude, I had the chillest day today. I was like, why? It was like, I only did one kitchen and then the fucking truck gave out. And the rest of the day, I've just been waiting. And like on Thursday, he already hit the 50 hours. So he was also only making overtime.
These logistics companies, how do they make any money?
Mate, it's...
How do they make any money? This is ridiculous.
I had a conversation about that, like with one of my higher ups. And they were like, well, we only make like $50 a delivery. It's crazy. It's like, they don't make a lot of money, dude.
That's very little in profit. Yeah, that is crazy.
But it's just like that there's so many like deliveries.
And they're so essential as well,
Yep.
right? To keep, because that you're the infrastructure.
Yeah, there's always
You're
work.
the infrastructure of like our society, right? So it's like, shit, bro. It's just that rough out there, ain't it?
Like the reason I make so many hours is because there's always something to do.
Yeah, fair.
Which
fair.
I don't mind. I'm vibing.
I mean, I do consistently. Oh, fucking FedEx. I've actually got a bit of a spat with FedEx right now.
FedEx is the worst.
Well, okay, so I ordered.
Dude! Why did you stop?
So I ordered a bunch of booze from the UK,
Yeah.
and it came with FedEx, and I was already like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, FedEx is
But
the
I
worst.
paid for shipping costs, so whatever, right? But I guess because it's from from outside the EU, I had to pay some sort of customs or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta pay
Fair
customs.
enough.
Yep.
Problem, they sent me a letter, asking for please pay this customs amount. I didn't see the letter because it was stuffed between a whole bunch of adjunct bullshit that they keep throwing into my mailbox, and I didn't see the letter in time, so I read the letter like one day after the last day that they were gonna accept the money before sending it to I don't know what you call that in English, but incasso.
Yeah.
And so now I got the letter for the incasso. Guess what? I opened it too late again.
Oh no.
But it's not fair because I opened it a day after it arrived, right? And I guess
Yeah.
it was just delayed in the mail or something because according to them it was supposed to arrive before like a certain date, but it arrived on that exact date and I opened the letter the day after.
Nah.
So, but I'm still gonna pay it and just hope they aren't going to up the amount again because at this point it feels extortionate.
It is like customs
Because
is
I don't
extortion.
get the chance to read the letter before I'm already too late. It's really
Fucking
frustrating.
hilarious.
I just want to pay I just want to pay the bill. It's not a big bill.
I want to pay my dues, bruh.
Dude, I went from having to pay 20 euros to now having to pay 69.
No, they made it 69 as well, just to fuck
And,
you.
and they might make it even more because I've missed this round because it got delayed in the mail. And I paid it, but I paid it probably like fucking late. It's so frustrating. I can see how people who are already in debt struggle to climb out of it
Yep.
if this is how they treat it. This is like, and it's like I thought the Netherlands was a Christian nation
Nah,
because
we're,
this is explicitly against the Bible, isn't it?
we're Protestant, bruh.
Oh right, we're Calvinists.
Yeah,
you're right.
no.
Yeah.
We care about our profits.
Yup.
Good Christian works hard.
A good Christian consumes and labors. And
Exactly.
consumes and labors. And consumes and labors. and it reproduces.
It's a nice drive.
Yo, honestly, this is beautiful. This feels like a vacation at this point. This is ridiculous. This is gorgeous.
Well, at least it's not too busy, so I ain't fucking like killing anybody while overtaking the line. Which I have to do because
I'm surprised the truck is still going, because I felt like it was a pretty big bump you did to that other truck.
It was. I think I hit it with like 50 miles an hour. I only did 1% damage. I'm surprised how smoothly I'm going up this hill.
Yeah, actually, fair enough. Oh, mate. So yeah, I picked up Deep Dwarf Galactic, and Deep Rock Galactic, I think it's called, actually. I can always call it Deep Dwarf.
Deep Dwarf, yeah, same.
Deep Dwarf Digging.
Deep Dwarf Digging.
So, yeah, but the new season stuff, you know, new missions, it is fun. It is fun.
Trash.
You know, I've just been doing the old things. But it's the thing that I have with it is it's just when you're on your own, it gets repetitive.
Yeah.
It's definitely a game that you got that I feel like it should be played with others.
Yeah. I like the solo. I'll be honest. I enjoy the solo a lot, but after a certain time, it gets boring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They do.
Those
they
aren't
do
my
be getting bored.
cigarettes. Well, I'll just take one of your cigarettes. Fuck.
You monster.
Mm-hmm. I'll even grab it out with my teeth like a fucking savage.
Fucking maniac.
Yeah, and I'm driving.
He's a loose cannon.
I gotta keep my hands free.
He's a menace to society. Yeah. So I've been watching anime. The latest season of anime out there. Season
Out
2 of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You.
Oh yeah, that one.
And it's pretty good. I mean, I'm still following the manga, so I know what's gonna happen and all that. But yeah, the anime is really fucking good. It's really really fun. I like how self-aware it is and how silly it is, because there's like a celebration and at the same time like a satire of all those harem comedy romance and thingies, but except instead of it being about the chase, it's just about it's almost like a creature collector at this point. You just gotta catch them all, motherfucker.
It's Pokemon.
Oh man, Kawaimon. But yeah, that's pretty good. I've been enjoying that. There's also the whole bunch of like those fantasy isekai type of deals, and I gotta be honest, shit's boring, bro. I'm kind of like I'm
Isekai is like
I'm
fucking
tired of
done.
this shit, man. I because the thing with these shows is okay, you set up all this shit and then you do nothing with it.
And it's always the same shit. It always follows the same fucking premise. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh
the
no,
same
this is a
story
totally
every
new
time.
fucking world with a totally new system, and it's like, nah,
Yeah,
dude, I've seen
yeah.
this millions times now.
Because it's exactly. It's always this exact same story over and over and over. It's just a reskin of like the same. The guy, he starts off weak, but then he gets an overpowered skill.
Exactly.
And then he meets a girl, and they go on adventures together.
And then he finds
after-
another girl and another girl, and then he
then
becomes
they-
the king, and then
he has to overcome like a challenge, and he gets another overpowered skill, and then he has to overcome another challenge, and he gets another skill, and he meets them all girls left and right. It's silly, it's boring, I've seen it all. On that note, Sakamoto Days, nice show.
Yeah.
It's about a retired assassin who's become a dad and has gotten fat.
Hmm.
And he owns a supermarket, and other assassins are like, retiring, not on my watch, and they try to kill him, but they can't because he's the best assassin. But if he doesn't want to end up divorced, he is not allowed to kill anyone because his wife will not tolerate it.
Ooh.
So that is a fun show. It's got a good bit of comedy to it.
Well, at least it isn't an isekai.
It's not an isekai. There is supernatural powers in it because there's this
Of course.
assassin with like psychic powers or something. So but it is fun. It is fun. It's a good show. I recommend it. I like it. And I am actually going to talk about an isekai that I did like this season though. It's the bureaucrat from another world that's been reincarnated.
Oh yeah, you showed me like a episode of that. That was pretty fun.
That one really
For a isekai, it's fun because it isn't one of those fantasy isekais.
And it stays really good as well. I'm on episode like 3 or 4, I think, at this point, and it's really fun because he genuinely thinks he's doing a good job being a villain, but he's just accidentally making himself more and more like well liked and popular and all that, and he doesn't even notice it because he's just a doofus. But it is fun. It is fun. I like the play on putting someone so out of character in such a scenario with like a old man being an old man with his old man manners.
He tries to be a villain, but he's still just a dad.
Yeah.
Technically the same, but
A good dad is also a
good
decent
villain. Yeah. You gotta have something to box up to,
Yeah.
You gotta have peers. Oh, dude, I can't wait to get my fucking my CE, so I can do like fucking trailer driving.
Hell yeah, dude.
That would be a lot of fun.
Dude, would you ever see yourself doing like a long distance haul?
I thought about it, and it would be a lot of fun. But I'm mostly
concerned about being away.
Well, I do it like for a week. Like week would be the top that I like be gone.
Yeah, that is fair. That is
because I know like
reasonable.
I have cousins who also do that work, and they like go for months.
Really? Now?
Yeah. But they're all divorced. So, so yeah, it's not something you do when you have a relationship. Yep.
How long distance is that? Are they going across the globe with that
Well,
shit?
what they do is they call it cabotage transport.
Right.
Which is a nice French word for you're a foreign driver in like another country where you do work for that country. So it's like how all these Polish truck drivers are driving in the Netherlands. So they go like to the Netherlands for a couple of months, and then they drive here, make money, and then go back for a couple of months to Poland to in all their money.
Right.
But they do it like in other countries.
I can see. Okay.
But they do some long distance shit.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So they're seeing the whole world through their truck.
All of Europe. Yep.
Oh man, that is cool.
I have one cousin who does a lot of work in Germany, and that's pretty chill.
You get a job offer to go to Australia, to the outback for one summer to drive like one of the big ones.
To do fucking
the
road
big,
train cattle driving.
Yeah.
I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, man.
In a heartbeat, I'd be like, babe,
I would illegally join you.
Babe, we're moving to fucking Australia for the summer.
Dude, I would pay so much money
that'd be dope.
To fucking join your ass on that trip.
But it's tough work. I've watched some documentaries on it, and it's crazy.
Yeah, but you're going through like a one of one of the more hotter driest places on Earth.
Sorry, dude. I kind of missed. Yeah, hot, dry. If it's wet, it's even worse because then everything is just one big mud pool.
A lot of mice.
Yes, yes. So a lot of drowning mice around. Yep.
Yeah, no.
But there's one thing, like I wouldn't want to do livestock transport, any of it. Because it's disgusting.
Yeah. You have to deal with all the animal stuff and
it is it's a lot of paperwork.
There's like a big meat processing plant here near where I live.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they bring in truckloads of like pigs
Chicken
and whatnots, and every time you drive past, especially the chicken ones, holy fuck, do they stink?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Okay, it's my own fault for not indicating. I'm sorry. No, but it's whenever I'm at the truck stop and I see one of those chicken fucking wagons pulled up there, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because they stink up everywhere they go, and the stank keeps like hanging around. It's like one of those, I don't know, one of those stagnant.
Yep.
Just like anchors.
One time we had to deliver a kitchen at a
stanker.
at a at a milk production farm. So they had a bunch of cows. Now I don't mind the smell of cow shit.
Yeah.
It's fun, and we also had to like deliver in the barn, and there were like the young calves were there, and dude,
that's
they're like
cute.
dogs. They're like fucking
Aw,
dogs, dude. They're
nice.
cute as hell.
That's
And
great.
so we were standing there for I think we did an hour on that.
Right.
Then we had to drive an hour to the next customer. We come there. I open up the truck, like the bag,
Yeah.
and it just hits me. The smell of shit. It was
Oh.
still in the fucking box.
Oh, oh, man.
So,
Still
yeah.
poopy smell.
Yeah, so I told the customers like, hey, the cardboard might smell a little bit like shit. I'm sorry about that. Can't help it.
I've got diarrhea.
I got diarrhea. I shit in the back.
My sphincter is not waterproof.
No, but that dairy farm was a lot of fun because the farmers were nice and they had like 5 border collies and Australian like herders, and they were like well trained as well because like they
Really?
started trying to jump on me and I just did the clip with my fingers and they all just sat down.
Whoa!
So I was like, yeah, that's right, I'm the alpha bitch.
Nice. Very good.
I have one coworker. I hate it when I always enjoy driving with him,
Yeah.
but when we go to customers who have dogs, he refuses to get out.
Really?
He is
He's
scared shitless.
Is he of Moroccan descent? Because
No,
for some
no,
reason
he's-
all my Moroccan buddies were afraid about dogs.
He's-
Even though I've always had like the little lap dog.
He's Hindu, dude. He's Hindu.
Oh, really?
So no, he's just deadly afraid of dogs. Doesn't matter how
Really?
small or how big.
Very strange.
If they bark, he is in the fucking truck bed. He's just like, all right.
Screaming at a chihuahua.
Yep.
Oh no.
One time they had like a big ass like German Shepherd dog, and it was the chillest German Shepherd dog I ever met. And I was like, she was just laying on the couch, just like inspecting our work, and he was like, nah, man, I'm going inside that house. And I was like, come on, dude, it's like it's a heavy kitchen, you little bitch. He's just chilling. So I talked him into it, and he finally agreed. Like, all right, I'll help you with the heavy shit.
God.
And with shit in his pants, he just did it. And the dog didn't mind him.
Oh my god.
Because I
It's
told
like-
him, it's like, the more nervous you are around dogs, the more they are gonna react to
Yeah,
it.
because it's like, well, why is he so nervous?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what are you afraid of?
What are you hiding?
Do you know that I don't?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I like about what I find hilarious about cats is you know, if you like cats and you think they're cute and you go like, ooh, no, kitty," they'll fuck off and they're like, I don't want no.
Yeah, I don't care about you.
If you're like, oh, it's a cat, oh, stay away from me. They're like, hey, this is interesting. my grandmother hates cats. Hates them. Hates their guts. She thinks they're disgusting little cretins. And my cats
Adore her.
are only interested in her when she's visiting. Like with Christmas, right? The whole family was here. And you know, my sister's like, "Hey, little kitty, come here," and she gives the kids little pets, and then my cat just jumps off of her lap onto my grandma's, who immediately starts yelling, "Get this fucker off of me!"
So I have it with like, male cats are chill. I'm chill with them. I can pick them up. But female cats, I don't know. They're just,
Skeezy,
they're
little-
bitchy.
these
They
little cheeky buggers.
they brown nose you, or no, they have their nose up high, like they don't give a shit about you.
Well, but yeah, well, yeah. So, for example, Nayla is very much like an autistic cat. She doesn't, you know, she's not gonna hang out on your lap. She's not touchy-feely. But if she's sleeping, you can just walk up to her and pet her and, like, you know, give her scratches on her chin. And she does show affection in her own little way.
In her own little weird way.
So, for example, if I'm asleep and she's hungry, what she'll do is,
That's where I'm messing. Right, sorry.
you know, she'll hop on my bed and she'll start kneading my blanket around near my legs, and I just sleep on top of my legs.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
You know, and while she's doing that, she's purring really loudly as well and all that stuff. And but the point of that is that I then wake up and you know, give her some pets and then give her some food. But you know, so she does show affection, but she's very individual. She's very
Yeah.
a lone
Independent.
wolf. Very independent. Yeah.
Very Sigma.
Whereas Nico, you know, he loves
He's just a
hanging
goofy
out.
fella.
Yeah, he just, he loves. For example, one thing that I'll do is he'll come over to cuddle, and I'll scoop him up, and then I'll just hold him like a baby with his belly up, and he'll just happily purr away and just receive his little head pats.
Waarom stop je?
Omdat ik een tegenlijn ben.
Fucking brake check the shit out of me.
Um,
Yo, I don't understand that. People brake checking fucking trucks. It's like it happens a lot, and it's
Really?
like yeah.
Like,
yeah.
are they suicidal or something?
Yeah,
I
we-
would be very irresponsible.
because we all-
because I would ignore the brake check. and just
We're
keep
always
it
like,
moving.
dude, we are gonna plow right through you. We don't notice you dying.
No, but that's the thing. And the worst part is, well, the best part is, if in the Netherlands at least, I'm pretty sure if you get caught brake checking, the entire accident is your fault. No matter if the truck driver intentionally gave extra gas to kill you or anything.
There's you get
Nuances to it.
you. So first of all, if you hit somebody from behind, the person behind is always at fault. That's assumed.
Really?
All right. So if you don't have a fucking dash cam to prove that he was being an asshole, you're fucked.
Really?
And they sentence truck drivers way harder than normal automobiles.
Then I got rid of that last driving instructor then, because I learned that from him, from the yelling guy.
Fucking yelling guys, bastards. I had a yelling fucking instructor. I hated the shit out of
that
his
shit,
guts. Because it's like, come on, dude. Driving is stressful when you don't know how to fucking drive. So be calm.
But wait, what does happen then if all right, so you're driving behind someone, and they brake check you, and you hit them, and you can prove that it was a brake check situation. What happens then?
Oh,
Do they get
sorry.
like a fine?
Yeah, they get a fine if they can pay in case they're still alive.
Yeah,
And they have
fair.
to pay for damages and legal blah 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 blah. So yeah,
I don't
as long
have
as you
anything to put my
as long as you can
I
like
need to make a makeshift table.
oh nice.
I just get this out of here, put this here. There we go.
But yeah, as long as you can show that you were not at fault and he was brake checking for no reason.
Living lavishly over here. Sorry, I just want to roll a joint, but so I needed my lap to be clear.
Oh yeah.
Clear lap. Is that when you
Jesus
do a
Christ.
lap without flipping your car?
Exactly. What the fuck is this like back road fucking custom stop? What the fuck? Oh, I already see a bend that's gonna be a bitch.
He isn't even there yet. He's already complaining.
Oh, we're transporting olive oil. Yeah, if you fucking know.
All right. Wait, we're transporting olive oil to Greece?
To Turkey.
To Turkey, oh.
No. It's kind of weird because they should get it from Greece because they got a lot of oil.
Yeah,
olive
right?
trees. But then again, the history between Turkey and Greece isn't too.
Yeah.
They don't really like each other,
Yeah.
which is weird because they have a lot in common.
Best be careful not to open any old wounds. The Turks are a bit sensitive.
Mm-hmm. They're nice. I like. You know, what I like about Turkish people, they're so much like Dutch people,
Oh, yeah.
but
They
like
are.
different. It's like there are. Okay, every Turkish person is gonna kill me when I say this.
Oh, no.
It's like they're a Dutch province.
Oh, wow.
And how much they like have our same like personality traits.
Yeah. I mean,
They're just a little more proud, I guess.
a little bit more, a little bit more patriotic, I suppose.
Mhm.
You could say, yeah.
We're working our way up the patriotic system, so we'll catch up with them.
Man.
The other day I went to the garage where I used to be an intern
Yeah?
because my girlfriend's left tire was leaking air. So we checked it. It was like, it's the inside of the rim. So we got to clean that.
Mm.
And it was like, come back Saturday. So come back Saturday. He's like, well, you know where the tire machine is? Go ahead.
That motherfucker.
I was like, So I took it off and he fixed the rest of it.
Oh, alright.
And I think that in total, like the whole fix, like only took, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Did the
But-
shop change much in the time?
Oh yeah. They changed a lot in a good way.
Oh, nice.
It's nice and organized now. because the son took over like when his dad was like away on vacay. So he was like, all right, I just cleaned everything up. I got a new PC, got a new system to do like customers and everything. I was like, yeah, this is
Good
better.
shit, good shit.
But no, the whole like the whole fix was like 10 minutes, and I spent like 2 hours just talking there.
Fucking hell. Yeah. I'm dying. I'm becoming an old man in
Oops.
real time.
But it was like so because I stopped being a mechanic,
Yeah.
and I was doing the
They started
supermarket.
asking him to crunch numbers, and he just gave up immediately.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, or he was like, so you're gonna be a truck driver now? He's like, yeah, so. He was like, I already kind of saw it coming because being in between four walls isn't your thing. I was like, yeah, nah, now I'm in between two doors. Way more fun.
Yeah. Hey man, it's a good
At least I
shit.
got a good view. Except like the last like 3 weeks in the Netherlands was just mist.
Yeah, just so foggy all the time. Honestly, I was talking to a coworker. I was like, man, Halloween should take place in like January. I mean, look how fucking foggy
Yeah,
it is,
right.
dude. This is perfect for Halloween. You know, the trees are all barren. It's cold and miserable. This is perfect for Halloween.
All right, come on. Let's go.
For some reason, I disagreed though.
I don't know. I think you're right. It was a very spooky season this season. It felt like so apparently big parts of Europe had a lot of mist. So the conspiracy theorists were going hog wild. It's like, they're covering up the sky because aliens are running about or something.
Oh my god.
It's just like, bruh, you're just making up a lore.
Bruh. I mean, some people will see. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. People are just making up little stories. Like, it's just creative writing exercises for people. You know, just observing daily, normal shit and just going like, yeah, this is abnormal. This is I don't. I've always had an interest in conspiracy theories, particularly the mindset behind someone who is obsessed with just because there's actual conspiracies. There's real conspiracies that you could focus on, but they're always like, oh yeah, the space Jews are trying to inject your
Yeah, but you
bloodstream
see,
with
Brian,
COVID lasers.
it's
and
the
some
CIA doing psyops to make like those wacky fucking conspiracies. So the real conspiracies seem less likely.
Yeah, but why does the average conspiracy nut get attracted to those idiotic
I
conspiracies?
have no clue, Brian.
It's like, why can't you just focus on the ones that you have tangible proof for?
It's hilarious.
That you can, it's like, oh man. And then they go like, yeah, and then someone, who is this someone? Who is this Mr. Someone? Alright? Somebody get China's ambassador on the phone. I'm trying to know who this Mr. Someone is.
I love my joke I made when
Who's he married to? Huh?
what was that
Somewhere?
thing? We were on Snapchat talking about pissing or something, and I was like, yeah, Brian calls me piss boy.
It's me. I'm motherfuckers. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going way too fast.
Damien, he posted a little picture of his mug that he filled up with just, a little, just to the fucking brim, as far as, as much as it could hold.
Oh yeah.
And we were joking around with that.
My tears when somebody makes a ball joke.
Yeah. Like, the one
Just
joke
about
too far.
just about to lose it, mate. I'm holding it in.
Oh man! So my neighbors have been having big fights lately. They always been having
Who's
big
winning?
fights, but lately it's been ramping up a little. I feel like, and so far I can't really determine the winner because they're both just.
Stubborn.
It's oh man, because I could just. They keep throwing with stuff and with doors and they keep yelling and screaming, and then sometimes it sets off the husky who's so that someone else has. Who the fuck owns a husky in an apartment, bro?
It's
That's
the
fucked
worst.
up.
Who the fuck
That's
owns a
fucked
husky in general?
Yeah.
They're the most fucking annoying dog there is. I like old dogs, but huskies, like, nah.
Yeah.
Not for me,
They're a
fam.
bit, and they, I was actually, I remember reading somewhere, probably just nonsense, but just in case it ain't, I was reading somewhere that if you have huskies, don't let them near your babies.
Yeah,
They
they're-
might just get jealous and just fucking attack your baby.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck? I've never had a dog that I would have to be careful with that sort of stuff.
Nah, dude, huskies are psychos.
Oh,
They're a little too wild.
So my mom sometimes watches on the telly some show about troublesome cats and their owners.
Is that with the dude with the weird ass sideburns?
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you a little something. The shit they get up to. And she's just like, I don't get how people get their cats to be like this. Because she was telling me there was this one cat who would just attack their owner in his sleep.
That's hilarious. Just
Like,
wake up to getting smacked by your cat.
and it's just and my mom was explaining it. She was like, I don't get it. Like, because one thing is my cats, right? Sometimes I'll tease my cats trying to make them angry at me.
Yeah.
They never get angry at me. They just start playing. But I cannot. Like one time I picked up Nayla out of nowhere and just sort of chucked her up and caught her again. And she just sort of looked at me and just started purring and sniffing my hand. And I was like, what are you doing?
She thought it was fun.
Get mad.
Doing like-
Demand to see my manager.
Doing bottle flips with your cats. It's like, dude. When I first saw that meme, like the bottle flipping, but then with like somebody did it with a chihuahua.
Oh,
I was
nice.
on the toilet. I was crying. I watched that reel like 50 times,
I
and
just
my
imagine
girlfriend
it.
was just watching telly, and she's just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So I showed her, and she did not think it was funny, and I was just
That makes it even better.
crying. Yeah, that made me laugh even harder. I was just on the toilet, just
Story, dude.
oh, it was hilarious.
At my job, right? We have two locations. At the other location, they have been having some problems with the electricity because they had a new ventilation system installed and it was overloading the fuses.
Yeah.
And but that meant that the internet was cutting out a lot, and just like everyone when there's no internet, there's essentially no school.
Yeah.
So
Because books don't exist anymore.
big problem, right? So at one point, so this week there was like a testing week for some very specific classes. Luckily, I didn't have to do shit for it. I just had to be present just in case the sound or like video conked out.
Yeah.
And but I get there, my coworker's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna kill the other janitor." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Bro, I was upstairs just enjoying some coffee, and I looked out the window into the atrium, and I noticed that all the lights were off. Everything was off." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, so I got fucking, I got a big spook because I thought that the fucking fuse had blown out again. I get downstairs, I just see the fucking janitor in at the fuse box, like, giggling to himself and flipping the switches around."
What a menace.
Our head janitor's a fucking troll, dude.
Bruh, it was like, this day's getting boring and I need to get paid. I need to be important. Let's just flip some switches. That's what I imagine you doing if you ever like finish all your work and you're like, shit, people need to find me important.
Oh,
just
man.
unplug a LAN cable, you know?
So, but okay, so he tells me, and I'm laughing up a storm, but like later in the week, the next day, we have this team meeting every week with the whole team of the facility people, janitorial, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the English language.
Yeah,
So I'm sat there. It's me, the IT guy, the janitors, the receptionist, and the team lead for the education support personnel, which is I'm part of course, as the IT boy. And we're sat there, and the janitor is, they are talking about it, and my team lead, she's like, "What do you mean?" And the janitor starts to explain. Me and the receptionist are already giggling. The head janitor, he's also just giggling. Everybody's having a good time, having a laugh. And I just look at my team leader's face and I start howling, howling, because I can tell
she didn't find it funny.
she wasn't that impressed by this joke. Oh my god, she started, she actually, because she used to be like a principal of like a primary school. So she's a top brass kind of lady. She's a very serious businesswoman. And we're just talking about causing like big scares and shit to each other. And yeah, she was. But yeah, it was that your story reminded me of that.
That
Of
is
just watching
hilarious.
her face and going, and she's like, I don't remember why she tripped up about it because I was laughing too hard to listen. But yeah, I'm pretty. We ended up joking like the head janitor is gonna end up being called to HR next week. Oh, which reminds me, I've been called up to HR.
Oh, what did you do, Brian?
I just got sick one too many times.
Ah, okay. I thought you just made a joke so funny that they wanted to hear it again.
No, no. No, I was struggling with my depression and I've just been overworked. So they wanted to call me in to scold me for having the gal to be overworked.
How dare you?
Sorry, but that's just corporate Netherlands. If they overwork you and then you burn out, and then you get scolded for being burned out. But it's alright because I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna sit there and be like, no, I'm just, it is what it is.
Y'all are killing me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I've had a lot on my plate. I'm not gonna apologize for having a lot on my plate.
You could make my job easier, but
they're
nope.
not that cruel though. It's basically just what can we do to prevent you from calling in sick. To make sure that you don't get all burnt out and shit. And there's nothing because literally my hours have been scaled back now that I've finished up like the big projects.
Mhm.
So I got a lot more, calm. I got a lot more free time and shit. Got a lot more balance in my life now. So there isn't really much that they can do. So it's gonna be an awkward 10-minute conversation of me going like, well, you're kind of late on the draw. It's already kind of too late.
It's like
I'm doing fine.
The fix is here now. It's
I've
just
already,
at the moment.
Everything is fixed. It's just last year was a busy year. I mean, what
I
are
don't know
you
what-
gonna do about it?
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your truck, but
And honestly, it's a waste of my fucking time, those fucking meetings, bro. Every day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
only got a 24-hour contract. I don't want to spend 4 of those hours on useless, well, more actually than that. It's more like 6 hours a week on useless on meetings that I feel like I don't always need to be a part of.
We a couple of weeks ago we had like
Where's my lighter? Oh, can you give me a lighter?
we had a like New Year's get together. A little it's like presentation of like how the company has been doing and everything. And it was just like, first of all, I came in like half an hour late because my battery died, so I had to wait for like AAA.
So it's been 3 times by now that.
Mate, in total, I have left my lights on for like 7-8 times.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I know, Brian. How am I allowed to drive?
Birds. For a second there, I thought I saw the silhouette of my cat on the outside railing.
But it's like,
it's birds.
it's So I came there. Luckily, I missed the mover part, so I'm not even part of that. So I didn't give 2 shits about it. But yeah, the whole fucking thing was just like them sucking their own dick and being like, "Hey, thanks for making a lot of money off of your hernia." Uh,
Yeah, well, that is basically what it is.
yeah, and after that, we went to like a little place to eat some food, which was actually pretty good, and there was free beer, so that was nice. I had two because I had to drive. Another coworker of mine who I brought home, he was like, "All right, so beer's being paid for. I'm gonna make it a challenge to get as drunk as possible in the short amount of time that we have on the back of my boss's money." And I was like, "Fuck it, go for it, dude. You're the only one in this race, so you're gonna win anyway." But yeah, he had like 2 liters of beer. Oh no, don't
Sorry.
tell me, don't tell me, your mama, your fucking mama.
Can I get an ashtray?
Of course, Brian.
Thank you. Oh man. Yeah, so the last year there was like this corporate meeting for my second job at the liquor store, right?
Yeah.
And I went there, and I remember, but I already worked all day, and I worked really hard that day. So I was at my IT job, so I was already like quite tired. And I remember sitting there, and they start up this PowerPoint presentation, and I feel like I skipped time because I at one point they were on slide 3, and then I closed my eyes for a second. I opened them up, and they're at slide 13, and I'm like, whoa. And my coworkers were giggling to each other because I kept falling asleep. And I was like, man, this sucks. This fucking sucks. I should have just gone home. I should have just not come. I
Man.
just hate it.
I'm glad I live in
It felt like such a waste of time.
I work in a branch where it isn't like frowned upon to. It's actually encouraged to sleep on the job.
Oh man.
Like the other day, I was I don't know. We had to drive like fucking 2 hours or something, and after 20 minutes, I just kind of gonked out.
Oh yeah.
And then I wake up and we're already at Amersfoort, and I was like, oh damn, because I woke up to a car doing something weird, and I was like, damn. I fall asleep. I wake up to some dude just fucking being a retard.
Being a fucking idiot.
And,
behind the
and,
wheel.
and we're already at Amersfoort. I was like, damn, time flies when you're fucking sleeping. And I said
Yeah,
that to the
man.
fucking truck driver, and I was like, fuck you, Dennis. I was like, dude, I have 2 more weeks of this, all right? Let me indulge.
Yeah, dude, this has been the longest mission we've ever done on this channel, dude. This is ridiculous. How far is it? How far do we still have to go?
Just 3.5 hours. We're almost there.
Alright. Because damn, bro, it is like we've been going for a while, bro.
We had to take like a rest stop, so yeah. It was
You know, because I just realized I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up some peanuts again. I was like, wait, was that this episode? Yes, because it's just been one long episode.
let's see, we have 3 more minutes until we hit an hour.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
So
What have we even been yapping about all this damn time?
I don't know, Brian. I do this all day at work, so I don't even know what we yap about. There's a lot to yap about. People's fucking relationships problems. What? Dude, one of my coworkers,
You know?
he's like 20.
Oh,
And he told me a story about when he was 18.
alright.
How he was dating a girl and it wasn't really working out, so he kind of wanted to break it off.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't have the balls to do it like a normal dude. Just, I don't know, fucking ghost her or
What the fuck?
just tell her like, hey, it ain't working.
Yeah.
So he said like, it's not
Fine.
you, it's not me. I just kind of feel like I'm more into dudes. He played the gay card.
No way.
And I laughed at him. I laughed at him so hard, and I was like, this is why you're still a virgin. He was like, why? Because women talk to each other. Everybody thinks you're gay now.
No,
Oh.
well, they all think you're the dickhead who said to the girl that he's... Like, what? I mean... Dude, I was breaking fish off with girls when I was 15.
Yeah, but he told me, it's like, well, I mean, you know,
Just fucking...
I gotta say, those Gen Zers, they only start, like, hitting puberty when they're fucking 20 or something. It's ridiculous.
What the fuck? Very weird. Like, yeah, that is weird.
I had a good
That
laugh
is-
at it.
so- genuinely, like, I mean, it is funny, but my initial instinct tells me to get mad at the
Oh, I yelled at him. I fucking yelled at him. I was like, dude, all women talk to each other. Like, they either all think you're gay or a fucking idiot. Come on, get
Well,
up.
they think he's a fucking idiot. I mean, what? If you think that girl's gonna just... Because... What? So, the girl... So he was dating a girl who didn't know anybody else in his life that she could talk to, be like, yeah, no, he broke it off because he came out of the closet. Look, I mean,
Women tell each other that
wouldn't
shit.
then everybody in your life outside this relationship also think that you're gay because you know you came out of the closet to this girl?
Well, he had one good thing, and that's that she didn't live near where he lived, so like no mutual friends. So that's his only saving fucking grace.
Man, what an
Because
idiot!
I was just
What a fucking idiot!
yeah,
That poor girl.
yeah, dude.
Like to be broken up with like that, instead of like in a dignified manner. No, he has to make it like that he's gay. What is even the advantage of telling her that he's gay? Well, how does that make it easier?
He didn't want to be the mean guy, I guess, but I was like, dude, just be the mean guy. Just
You
give
have
it
no
to him
choice.
straight.
You have no choice, and it's
Don't
not
leave
mean
it up to
break up with
question.
someone.
Yeah.
If anything, it's respectful to like, you know.
Play open card. Come on.
God.
Instead of dropping out of the closet.
Dropping out of the closet.
Oh
Or
man.
ghosting him. I find that rude as well.
It's
Don't
super
ghost
rude,
him.
but like at that age, if you're not really advanced in the ways of the social arts,
Come on, man. You're fucking 18 years old.
I don't know, man. He also told me he only figured out like when he was 16 that his across neighbors were gay. So, like, I was like, man,
How
you.
sheltered are they?
Why are you stopping? Just move. Just move. Oh, okay. I am allowed to move, I guess. What's going on here? People drive weird here, bruh.
What's going on in this fucking place? What is happening? Why is he standing still?
I don't know. Maybe he's over his driving time.
He hit the limit. He has to like.
He's like, "Ah, shit, man.
passengers. I have.
Gotta take my mandatory 45 minutes.
This is my union regulated break time.
So if I do any more of it, I'll get a fine.
Sir, we're in the middle of a crossroad. Not much we can do here, sir.
Not even his hazards were on. And now he's behind me.
What the hell?
And he came from the right. I mean, he did have like
He's creeping on you.
he did have like oh, and now you're gonna try and overtake me?
You got a bus with like 45 seniors who are creeping on you right now.
Look, mate, I'm not gonna let you overtake me. Like, well, you might,
They about
but
to slide
okay.
into your DMs or like your cabin.
Man, he played chicken with like the lives of 40 peoples right there because this is like, I have ahead
Yeah,
traffic.
You know, that's that kind of bus that don't really usually house like the old people around who are too scared of airplanes.
Yes. Nobody will miss him.
You know who I miss? I miss the greatest generation.
Yeah, why did they have to
Because they
die?
were so nice. They were just so happy to be a part of something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're just happy to be there.
They were just glad it wasn't as shit as it was.
Because the baby boomers are going towards their age now.
Yep.
And instead of just being glad to just be around and just being overall pleasant, they're just dickheads.
Yep. My mother-in-law works in elderly
I always
care.
feel like I'm having to coddle them. You know what? You know what I mean? Like, damn. With the greatest generation, they just got on with it.
Well, they didn't feel entitled.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Then they didn't, yeah, but they weren't so sensitive.
No.
They weren't so sensitive. With the baby boomers, they're very sensitive.
I mean, makes
I just
sense if
feel
you
like
grew up with
I'm walking
bombs
on
flying
eggshells.
around your fucking ears. You wouldn't be too sensitive.
Yeah, true. But with the baby boomers, I always feel like they're on a hair trigger, right? Of having like some kind of mental breakdown over fucking nothing. It sucks. I hate coddling them.
Little entitled shits they
Yeah.
are.
Because, oh my god, they'll talk with you, and it's such a they'll just fucking insult you to your face, and if you get even slightly annoyed about it, they'll have a full psychotic breakdown of like, you know, how disrespectful you are and shit, and it's like, bro, but you just insulted me to my face.
Yep.
What did you expect?
Mate, I'm so glad I don't work in
you
the
know,
supermarket
if we were
anymore.
in your time, like you were talking about your time, right? If you were in your time, then fucking you would have had a knuckle sandwich in your face by now, with the shit you're talking to me.
Mate, I'm so glad I don't work in a supermarket anymore because I don't have to deal with them all too much. And when I do
Oh,
have to
man.
deal with them, it's like, it doesn't take long because I'm just there to drop off a fucking kitchen and I'm on my way.
Well, at least you're bringing them something they've been looking forward to. That's a positive
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
experience, right? Because they're getting like a new kitchen. That's nice.
They're always
It's
happy.
A nice event.
Yep.
But when you're in retail, it's like, you know, you usually
They
dealing
have to
with
be
them.
there.
Yeah.
They don't want to be there.
I don't know. I just feel like the baby boomers, they act like spoiled 15-year-old girls.
Well, my mother-in-law works in elderly care, and it's indeed like people of that age, they just
Because Generation X, they're alright. They're alright.
They're
They're
cool.
a mixed bag, if anything, but generally speaking, they're just because they're just tired. They're tired, right? They're like the generation that did all the steps that the baby boomers told them to do, right?
Yep.
And they're just sort of vibing. You know, they don't stand for anything. They're just hanging out.
Dude.
And they have the millennials, and they're deadly afraid of you. They won't do shit. They're
Oh,
just afraid of
millennials.
you.
Our generation is fucking weird.
I never have any troubles with millennials because if I tell them no, they don't have the balls to say what, why not. And with Gen Z, I like Gen Z
They're hilarious.
because they'll stand up for themselves from time to time.
But they also just don't give a fuck.
But because with a Gen Z, if I get like a sassy Gen Z in my store, it's always a fun time because I'll be honest, you know, they're usually quite reasonable even when they're upset.
Yep.
And I respect that about them. I like that. Because my generation, they shy away from stuff a lot, I notice.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
there's not usually a lot of confrontations with
we're
like, the
afraid to
Harry
fucking
Potter
pick up the
watching crowd.
phone and call a pizza place. It's like I have coworkers who are like, I don't want to call the customer. And I was like, dude, it's the easiest fucking thing. You just go like, hey, yo, I got your kitchen, yo.
Yeah,
we'll be there in
I'm
half an
holding
hour,
the
yo.
kitchen- Yeah, it's just but you're holding the kitchen hostage, so you know, you're the one
And then they're
who's
like,
got the stuff, so they can't talk too much shit.
Or-
They'll just go like, sorry sir, but I refuse to interact with you any further, so I won't
Yeah.
be delivering this thing. I'm going back to HQ and I'll let someone else do it some other day.
or it's like, they give this whole spiel about how we should get to their house. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, we'll do our best. We'll see when we get there.
Exactly. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing, right? They'll yap your ears off about like, yeah, because you gotta make sure to be careful around that block.
Yeah,
There's this pole, and they're doing
it's
the
really
road work.
tight. It's really tight. It's like, bitch, we drive fucking central Amsterdam.
Every big time you get there, and it's like it's no biggie.
Yeah, it's like we have navigation, ma'am. It's alright. Not now saying that our navigation is absolute fucking
No.
garbage, but
One thing is a whole thing in IT is someone comes up to me, yeah, I got a problem with my computer. Sure, show me your laptop. What's wrong? And you know, it's doing this weird thing. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right, did you reboot it? Yeah, I did, of course. Like first thing I did. And I'm like, all right, well. And then usually what I do is I'll go to Windows updates. I'll
You'll-
click search for updates.
and it's 15,000 fucking updates.
And no, this is the clever part. I'm a bit of a sociopath. Well, because what I do is check for updates, and whatever it finds, it's not important. It's never important. But I'm like, all right. So I just found a little update. We're just going to install it because sometimes when it's trying to put like an update, start an update, and it fucks things up and it makes things do weird stuff.
Yeah.
But because I've installed it, I have to reboot it again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then I reboot it and everything works again. It didn't need the update, it just needed a reboot.
Yeah.
And I just needed to override my coworker's expectation of what the reboot does, because he thinks, you know, this problem is obviously too complicated to be solved with a reboot. And if I then reboot it just like with no pizzazz, then they'll feel like
I didn't do
insulting
anything.
them.
Yeah.
And they'll feel like, hey, yeah, they'll either feel like, oh, he ain't doing shit, like his job is so easy, and B, they'll go like, oh, he thinks I'm an idiot.
Don't worry, I stepped in thinking you're an idiot.
And one thing you should know is, IT people don't think you're idiots. We just think you're blind, because so many times people are like, yeah, I'm getting an error.
Nico.
It's like, okay,
Nico.
what does the error say? Here's what the error
Nico, stop.
says. And the
Stop pulling the fucking handbrake, Nico.
He's trying to get off of your lap, but you're not working with him. You're not letting him, you dumbass. I saw that. The little guy was struggling.
Yeah, I
against a
was
stupid
I
post.
was protecting the keyboard, Brian.
It's a fucking single player experience. You can pause it anytime you want, asshole.
Oh,
Not Elden Ring.
No, it was myself who did it.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, enjoy yourself, Nico. We're almost at the stop. Don't worry. We'll change your keyboard later.
This episode just won't end. I'm still here.
He's still here.
I'm still here. I just looked around just to realize I'm still here.
He's still in his own room.
It's like that time I had a nightmare about becoming immortal. Oh man.
Oh, you little cheeky bugger.
Freud would have a field day with me.
I think y'all be pal. You would be pals.
I don't know. I think I don't think he'd appreciate my joking about his Oedipus complex.
I think he'll. A good philosopher should be able to take a joke.
Oh, he's a psychologist. I don't know how much he's up on his philosophy lately.
I don't know. Psychology,
Mr.
philosophy.
Freud, have you read up about Socrates? And he just goes, yes, he definitely wanted to fuck his mother.
Nico, thank you for Nico. Nico, where's my mouse?
I feel like Freud wouldn't like Socrates on
Oh,
the basis
Nico,
that-
you asshole! You absolute bugger of a beast! You son of a bitch!
He passed the game for you, though.
Thank you.
It's like-
Oh,
Oh, and then he gave you the little kissy eyes.
oh my God.
Hey, little buddy. How you doing, little buddy? Want me to move this stuff around so you can have a little lie down on my bed?
Thank you.
There you go. Get a little cuddles. Yeah, you like it when I pet your head like that. Yeah,
You little
head
bugger.
scratches. You're a good boy, aren't you? You're a good boy, aren't you? There you go. Yeah, your little diesel generator.
Brian, we're almost there. Don't worry. It's 15 more minutes
There we go.
of
There you
in-game time.
There you go. There you go. Your old boy knows how you like to be cuddled just right. Just right, you little...
You little bugger.
Oh, you little criminal. Oh, you little criminal. Kleine boefenkap. Oh, je bent een boefie. Oh, je bent een boefie.
I even put on the window wipers.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I just now noticed.
And I'm gonna grab you, and I'm gonna hold you like a little child, like a little baby. There you go. Mwah.
That was one of those roundabouts.
Got something to say? Say it into the mic. Meow. No, you're not gonna meow? Usually you're a bit yapper, aren't you?
You old big yappity yap. Oh, come on. Why are you all stopping?
There we go. Sorry, I'm literally just cradling him and petting my cat right
Dude,
now.
I was being very distracted by your cat as well in like a couple of seconds ago.
So
But it's alright, because
I have no idea what we were talking about.
because we're almost at the fucking... We're in Turkey. We're almost at the customer.
Almost a customer. Fuck yeah, dude. Finally, actually. Damn, we've been going for so long.
I don't know how many kilometers this fucking trip was, but it was a while.
Why don't you get mad? I'm literally teasing you, and you're just licking my fingers instead. I guess they taste like peanuts, don't they?
He likes penis.
You like my nuts?
Menut? Menards?
There you go. Little feetsies. You ain't gonna fight my microphone? Go have at him. Have at him. Show him what's what. No? You looking at the birds?
Go on, you bastard.
Oh,
Take that turn.
here he goes. Here you go. Oh, he's fighting. Oh, he's
Oh,
nibbling.
he's
He's trying to... Oh, careful. You're gonna break another tooth. You already broke one, and I'm really worried. Careful. He just... Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but he put almost like the whole base of the fucking... Like, audio technical... Like, the casing into his fucking jaw.
I saw he's Steven.
Crazy boy. Crazy boy. Crazy little boy.
Finally. Alright. Should I do that?
Oh, I'm so happy to see that screen right now.
I'll do the easy park. I'll do the easy park. I'll just...
Oh man, I'm so glad to be done with this mission now.
It was a nice drive though.
It was a hell of a drive.
It was a nice
good
drive. Looked real good.
Hey, Nico, just sit and lay in the basket. It's a little basket, just right there.
Little basket
Instead-
boy.
Nah, he's gonna just lay wherever. I don't know where you. I don't know what you gotta do. You gotta either crawl on top of my clothes, make them all hairy, or you're gonna just lay like on the floor or something. Instead of the luxury basket I paid like $40 for. Yep, there he goes. There he goes.
Ah, reliable contractor.
Hey! Ah, yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, we are. We are reliable. The
And
old
didn't even
reliable.
damage the fucking freight.
Hey, we're getting close to level 13. That's
Hey,
pretty cool.
you're almost a professional.
Oh my god.
A real life trucker. Guys, next time on Jazzgrass Gaming.
Finally, it's over.
See ya!